We continue on our Elevate Daytona Beach journey with a presentation from Seymone Brutus.
Hello, everyone. This evening, I will be speaking to you about breaking the mold and not taking on your identity from others. From the moment a mother and father know they're going to have a baby, they start imagining how their child's going to look, how they'll perceive the world, how they speak to their child, and the words that they say to their child, it'll shape who they become. My name's Seymone Brutus. I'm a wife and mother of 5 children. I'm passionate about helping people improve their circumstances, realize their full potential, and connect to their calling. My family is from South Carolina, from 2 small towns you probably never heard of. My father from Pineville, my mother from Orangeburg. They decided to leave the country to move to the city for a better life. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. Because my family was from South Carolina, my friends became my sisters and my church became my family. When I was 8 years old, my father divorced my mother. We had to move in with a church family member, and my grandmother and mother became very instrumental in my life. They would call me a princess and say, "You're so sweet and you're a good girl." Going into middle school, I was bullied. People would call me soft. Soft is a slang word for not standing up for yourself or being a pushover. As I got older, I began to deal with adversity by shutting down, being overwhelmed with grief and crying. And people would begin to project on me on how to be strong. They would say, "You should respond this way, and you should do that, and you shouldn't be crying." But I decided that I wanted to define what it means to be strong. I decided to find my identity in being graceful and showing love. I found my identity in Jesus Christ. I no longer let other people's opinions and thoughts and culture be a mold on me that would allow me to stay in what they thought would be strong. Instead, I decided to break the mold. My past, my mistakes, what I went through, it was a mess, but God used it as a masterpiece. It's my story that I get to share with others to help them in their situations. My relationship with Jesus Christ began to deepen. I started to identify myself as a child of God. Spending time with Him allowed me to see myself as He saw me and not as others. Helping others, I began to see that people were drawn to my calm spirit. There was someone that needed to hear from me and needed my authentic voice. Those conversations sparked, and it led to me being able to lead them to more resources. You have to be yourself. Everyone else is taken. When you're your authentic self, people are able to connect with you on a personal level, and life transformations begin. There's so many people in the community that are looking for an answer. They're looking for someone who they can relate to, someone who they can connect to the story or whatever they've been through in the past or going through right now. Even with going through my day-to-day task, I realized that from going to the grocery store or the drive-through, it's still an opportunity to serve others with love and grace. I want everyone to repeat after me. Say, "I am called. I am loved. I am chosen." These are affirmations that I said to myself daily. They're truths that no matter what anybody else says or what's going on around, it remains the same. Praise and worship are my favorite music genres. Praise thanks God for what He's done, and worship acknowledges who God is. I begin each day reading the Word of God because it's truth and it remains the same. It also puts me in a place of gratitude, and I don't have room for anything else. Now I get to see my 5 amazing children, all different personalities, one bold, outspoken, one quiet but very friendly. But God has someone called to them each and every time we go out into the community to help them and encourage them. I encourage you today to be your authentic self. There's foster families, there's youth that are at risk, people facing homelessness that need to hear your authentic self and your voice so you can help more lives be transformed. Thank you.